21, 12 rebounds, 10 assists for Russell Westbrook. As Lisa mentioned, his 98th career triple-double. The bench might have been the better story in this game, but a Russ triple-double is always a factor for OKC.
Well, this guy's just phenomenal, the energy that he comes with night in and night out, and I think he understands that he has to supply that energy. Carmelo, George, they'll jump on board, but he's the engine that has to pull this team. And when you showed that clip of Adams going down, probably, other than losing Westbrook, the worst thing that could happen to Oklahoma City, because he was a monster all year. And this was the anchor to their team at both ends of the floor, and I just hope it's not real serious.
Yeah, and also I think of Corey Brewer, a guy reunited with Billy Donovan. He's been playing excellent minutes. He's given life not just to the team but to the bench, who scored 50 points tonight. Corey Brewer, without Roberson playing out the corners, Roberson was playing excellent basketball. He was backdoor cutting, knocking down open threes and defending, and that's a role that Corey Brewer is great at. One of the best we have in our league, and he's really embraced that, and the team is feeling it right now. It's giving Carmelo, Russell, and Paul a chance to rest and do what they do best.
Brewer had a dozen tonight, but Russell is the engine that makes this thing go.
Yeah, without question. We'll take a look at a couple of the plays that happened for them. His ability to draw two defenders and then find the open man, starting out at the defensive end of the floor when that ball comes off the glass. Here he goes. He's in motion right away. He's past that first jersey, Patty Mills, and now all of a sudden he's got the two back white jerseys frozen, looks to the corner, finds his open teammate. Now it's just a matter of putting the ball down on the floor and finishing off. Once again, his ability to find the teammate, give it to him at the right time, but he is so quick at getting back and attacking the transition defense. Finds a smaller guard on him, just backs him down and shoots up over the top. Again, getting a defensive stop, and they really bothered Aldridge into some bad shots. And now watch how many people he goes by. Already he's got three past him, splits that big man coming at him, and he's frightening there because you had a three-point shooter in the right-hand corner, or can he finish with an emphatic dunk? He decided to do the dunk instead.
Well, I'm also thinking about San Antonio. Pop is not used to having this many young players on a roster. I feel like they're struggling to find an identity. San Antonio's always played with energy, effort, and one thing they've had, coach, is chemistry. They've always been a tough beat no matter who they had on the floor. So this is a different team. Struggling without Kawhi, LaMarcus is playing some great basketball, as you saw tonight. He had to face double teams all night long, finishing over length of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs, they need Kawhi. So him coming back Thursday could definitely be a huge boost for the team moving forward.
San Antonio dropped a couple of spots, in fact, tonight with the loss. They flip-flopped with Oklahoma City, also fell behind Minnesota. And looking ahead, Coach, they've got the toughest remaining schedule of any team out there, including this murderer's row coming up, with the exception of Orlando. Those are all playoff teams on that list.
I think the disappointing thing is the starting unit for San Antonio tonight, albeit they are without Kawhi Leonard, 40 points total for the starting unit. You're not going to do it that way. And when they can load up on Aldridge the way they were doing, they've got to kind of reinvent themselves now when Kawhi comes back, because an advantage for them is having Gasol and Aldridge out on the floor at the same time. A little bit different than everybody else is playing in the league.
Yes.
But you have to take advantage of what you have, just like New Orleans was doing with Cousins, and Davis. I don't know if there's enough time to get this all back together again once Kawhi comes back.
In the meantime, they've been playing slowly. They've been playing very good defense. But on a night when LaMarcus Aldridge is 5 of 16, there's just not another go-to scorer out there for them.
No, there isn't. And like you brought out a good point with Davis. One thing Davis does well, even though the lone star on the floor, is he runs into a lot of pick and rolls. He's hard to be double teamed, and he's getting a lot of rim runs in transition. So LaMarcus can't just camp out on that right block and wait to get to that hook. Everybody's nose is coming. The double teams are awaiting, and they're not playing well off the kick. So if you get him in some pick and roll opportunities, pick and pops, get him in movement situations, he can get some easy buckets. Don't count out San Antonio, though. Greg Popovich, if anybody, can put this together and make the most of what he has, and especially even if he gets Kawhi on a limited basis coming back, Coach, you know he can make something about this.